So I don't know if people during the pandemic if they cooked at home the whole time or they ordered food the whole time, but so I don't know how you were doing it. That they were genius. Like you were staying at home eating. Were you ordering food? Was you using any DoorDash, Uber Eats? Was you using any of those apps?
I use DoorDash, but you know me, I'm a heavy tipper.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. So this ecosystem of like apps is creating something really strange. It's creating restaurant. So you have one Chinese restaurant, so they're gonna make a whole bunch of fake names on DoorDash and Uber Eats of so it's called like ghost restaurants. So I'm gonna pull this article up. It's really crazy what's happening here. But the rabbit
it,
hole of these ghost restaurants gets even spookier to the point that it's probably no restaurants anymore in the future. Just be one warehouse using the
oh yeah,
same
yeah. That's
meat.
basically
Yeah.
like yeah, it's like a literal hole in the wall where like they're cooking your food with like the shit that they found on the street. You know, you can't actually walk in there.
Exactly. There's no
And
place.
yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
I'm familiar
exist.
with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that. So pretty much, but this is the early stages of it. So pretty much what happened, this Mexican restaurant in Boston, pretty much they have multiple names. They have Maria's, Taco, Burrito, Casigo, Thank You Mex, but none of these restaurants exist. So they're all
Yep. They're
virtual
just forward
restaurants.
facing brand names.
Yeah, they're all so they all the game the third party algorithms pretty much, so they can show up more in online search results and
Mm-hmm.
more chances of making a sell. So you can see here it's like a screenshot of it. It's the same restaurant, even though they're using different screenshots and everything. It's the same fucking restaurant.
Yep.
Um, the virtual restaurants are not as busy as Maria's, but every little thing helps, especially with the last year we have been through. So this is what's happening after the pandemic. You didn't help restaurants. There was really not much help for businesses. So people are doing these hack nows, these fucking weird hacks on the apps now. So the competition for online orders is only getting more intense. So now the restaurant chains join the trend, and entrepreneurs look to launch virtual restaurants. So we get the horrible term entrepreneurs comes into play. So keep in mind of that term as we go
I
along.
mean, that term has been so perverted. Oh my
As
god.
soon as you see this term, it's about to get shady, ladies and gentlemen. The story's about to get shady. Um, so some of the industry wonder whether the strategy is sound for the long term, given the thin margins on food sold to third-party apps that charge commissions for their orders. So we're gonna go down. So virtual restaurants are beginning to crop up even before COVID-19. So they grew up even more. So in some cases, virtual restaurants rebrand sections of restaurants menu to highlight the food establishment may not be known for. Other times, they may attempt to target a different customer base with a fresh name and different menu images. This is like the scamiest shit I ever heard. So Scorpion launched Wicked Wings and Wicked Big Burritos out of the same kitchen. Um, so this is another restaurant that did the same thing and is adding thousands of revenue a day, even though it's the same fucking restaurant. Um, so now you have celebrities are doing it now. So restaurant chains are joining the trends 10. So you have Bartucci's off of Route 9 in Westboro, makes food for celebrity inspired virtual restaurants. This all sounds horrible, including Tiger Bites, a chicken nugget concept from the rapper Tiger, Maria's
Oh.
Cookies by Mariah Carey, and the online brands are managed by Virtual Dining Concepts. This all sounds terrible. So now celebrities are making a kind of shitty, fake virtual restaurant food. Um, so, so food technology companies are actively recruiting restaurants. So now we getting. So this is a dangerous territory we're approaching here because we didn't help these restaurants. They're gonna turn to these entrepreneurs that help them techify their companies with Mariah Carey cookies and Tiger Bites. So Uber Eats said it has more than 10,000 virtual restaurants on its platform, up from 3,000. Um, so this is a blow up. And then I want to go to another thing that's really creepy. It's called cloud kitchens. So cloud computing,
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's gonna
yeah.
be Cloud Kitchens. Um, so this sounds cool when you read it. Wow, Cloud Kitchens. It has like Korean food, Japanese food, Italian food. It all sounds great. That sounds so tasty from Cloud Kitchens, but it comes from one fucking warehouse. It's like kind of like a warehouse. So Cloud Kitchens turn warehouses into delivery only kitchen hubs. This is a way to call us. This is not a nice way to call it a delivery only kitchen hub. So this is what virtual restaurants are going to be: a delivery only kitchen hub that houses virtual restaurants. So, um, so this might be happening in the food in the not too distant future. You might be like not a brick and mortar place. It might be some weird warehouse downtown that's making your
No, that's
coleslaw.
already happening here in Brooklyn.
Oh
It
yeah,
was fucked up because there was one place I really wanted to eat at because we ordered from there, and then it's like, oh, they're just like not that far away, and then you look and there's like nothing there, and it's like, oh, that's
you're
awesome.
about to get kidnapped.
Nah, it's probably like it's just probably like a bum sitting there with a change cup in his hand, and you gotta like press like the proper brick that like you push the brick in and then the whole wall shifts and it's a fucking
Play some like John Williams, Indiana
yeah,
Jones
yeah,
music.
yeah.
So it goes back to concern. We're concerned about well-funded tech companies can have what power they can have over restaurants. So this is like a power imbalance that might play out with this kind of cloud kitchen that'd be really worrisome. The same thing we have with Amazon, with
Absolutely.
Uber, taxi drivers that might happen to restaurants.
Yep.
So so I want people to follow the cloud kitchen. And the Cloud Kitchen
Follow the
refused to comment on
clouds.
any plans of what they have in Boston. Did not respond to questions to the press. So that's not a good sign. So don't give a shit about what the press has to think about what they're doing already. So that's a story to keep an eye on about Cloud Kitchens. You might go to your Wingstop might be a Cloud Kitchen. Your McDonald's might be a Cloud Kitchen. Um, Served just like Amazon Prime. So
Well, like I said, I've already had food from one of these spots. I mean,
oh, the virtual. Yeah,
yeah.
I had it. I realized I tried it after I read that article. I realized, oh, I did try one of those virtual restaurants a
They
few
even
months
tell
ago.
you on DoorDash. They
Yeah,
tell you which ones that you're ordering from because it's like a some sort of icon,
yeah,
and it lets you know that it's not a real place.
yeah. So now when you see it, now you know it's a power grab to take brick and mortar restaurants for a ride. So
A ride out of business.
right out of business.
Like the town is called business, and
Yeah.
then they get a ride to the outskirts of town and told never to return.
So I told you that story was gonna go from light to like, woo, okay, what's gonna happen in 5 years? Um, so
You thought the
that's
Rona was bad getting rid of restaurants.
yeah, fuck.
try try Amazon Web Services. Google's algorithm. You
Yeah,
try that.
Jesus.
You
So
want to talk about some fucking viruses.
yeah, they made the most money during the pandemic. They're the companies that made the most ever. So keep that in mind too. Don't forget that either. After a year after a protest, how the fuck did Google and Facebook make the most money? Why don't black people have more money? No, like what happened after? They're like so
It's really funny.
yeah.
The guy that leads LVMH is
Yeah.
now the second richest man in the world. First thing I thought was, damn, we niggas made him rich. Dior and Louis Vuitton and Moet and all that. All it was just like, damn, son. Imagine it. Imagine we could have kept that money in the black community.
Yeah. But Google kept it. I mean, they keep their money over the world, different places. So that's a little different situation. So, like Apple, some reason Apple has a headquarters in Ireland for some reason.
Well, that was just to get away from paying taxes.
Oh, it is. I thought it's just like the nice
No,
planes
that's
and
why everybody went to Ireland, but then the EU forced Ireland to like actually make these countries pay like real taxes.
These companies are so big, you call them countries just now. You said countries pay countries.
No, the EU, like
Oh yeah,
they forced
the companies to
they
pay
yeah,
taxes.
they forced Ireland, the country of Ireland. They forced them to force the companies to actually pay actual taxes.
Oh
Because
my
that's why
god.
these companies were there in Ireland to begin with.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck you doing over there? So that's some future stuff. We're on Black Power Magic Hour. We're on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's what Apple does every year for a long time. So
That's what Amazon is good for that too.
yeah, that's why he's going on the moon before he's gonna find a way to go on the moon before he pays his taxes. So
And find out what's on the dark side of the moon.
you can't make me to pay taxes when I'm here. So
With the
that's some future
Decepticons.
stuff. Huh? It's future stuff.